Good morning, Internet. Welcome back to the diseased Pigpen. As you can tell by my fancy plastic tubes, I've been making some progress here in the background. We have transit tube access. Plastic-wise, see what are we up to? Stop it. Yeah, we were up to 13 tons of plastic. I mean, once the glossy Drecos get to this stage, it's a beautiful thing. Beautiful, beautiful thing. Let's see, you are set to, bring everything in. Some other changes. This wasn't working. Originally, that was an insulated tile, and there just wasn't enough heat exchange between the small amount of gas and that one metal tile, so the food kept warming up. You can see some of it's stale, some of its percentage is low. So I built diagonally, put in a second tile, extended that loop, and now everything is nice and deep frozen. So, future reference, you definitely need to have two tiles just so the hydrogen can exchange more, or use liquid, because a 10 kilogram pack of liquid will obviously work much better. I wasn't going to work on taming this because it said it was dormant, and in something completely opposite to my normal way of doing things, it became active. So we'll either wait for it to become dormant or wait till I get all this cleaned up. Then I'll start to tap into that volcano. I have not been back over here. In fact, so the only reason I came over here was to grab that meal wood, and I have not been back since. I'm trying to see how far I can go without oil. For no other reason than I think it's fun. I did build another solar power tower, or solar tower power. I put in a lot of solar panels. Let's put it that way. I had my dupes build a whole bunch of glass, and then now this we probably don't need anymore, because now that's powering this transit tube to get to space. So lots of busy stuff. A lot of it's just the grunt work you have to do. We are now on to the much bigger sciences. 370 takes a lot of rad bolts. So I put in a second rad bolt launcher. What else are you powering? Oh, you're powering the whole rest of the base. Okay, I need to fix my power. Yes. So you can do that. You can do that. You can do that. And the power in here is an absolute mess already. So, yeah, let's toss. We still got enough copper, but we'll do that one out of cobalt. So I think my wires are copper. I really don't want to run that through the volcano. But as you can tell, we are already double, triple, quadruple stacked. Oh, wrong type of wire. This type of wire. Yeah, I'll just have to be careful. Nope, definitely don't connect to that. Actually, it'd probably be best if I just bridge right there. And I can come into there. I can just connect to the main grid like that. Okay. Oh, and this is part of the refrigeration system. I was getting random packets that were warm, and those random packets would be like -20, -25. That would immediately warm up the gas, and it was throwing everything off. So you put in a gas reservoir, and it averages out the temperature of everything in it, and now all the packets coming out are the same temperature, nice and cold. fact, maybe even a little bit too cold. Let's bring you up. I just don't want the chlorine to liquefy. And these had a bunch, this one had a bunch stored in it, so I basically had to sit here and flip this on and off to not overshoot all of my rad bolts out while getting through one of the researches. Really annoying. I hope they come up with an output so that thing can request rad bolts when it needs it. Because having to sit there and be like, oh, now it's down to 99, now it can put in more. I didn't like it. Alright, somebody come finish that generator. Oh, and these hurt pipes? I figured out what was going on. This is flashing some of this to steam. That was then sucking up the steam and then was breaking inside the pipes. Annoying, but it happens. Once this goes dormant, then I'll, tame it properly. Alright, looks like I got the wires done. I can use the wonderful pliers mod to do that. Perfect, now that's hooked up to the main grid, and I can disconnect you and get rid of all of that. It worked quite well for a very long time, but now that I have two giant solar power towers. Anyway, whichever way sounds better, that's the way I said that. Yeah, and now this can store power. Perfect. And it's been a while, and none of these have dropped that last seed I need. It's been weird. Ooh, this is up to 90 kilograms. Sweet, we are getting a ton of hydrogen. I think I'm going to use this for power. And then I think there was a natural gas vent there. And then I've got minor volcanoes. And water. So far, so good. I definitely feel like I've now successfully transitioned into the mid-game, and now I just need more steel so I can make more rockets and just crank through the research. I mean, this research takes forever. I mean, this is the one I did by flipping the switch on and off. I haven't been back in space for the orbital research. I'm just doing them, every one that I can do down here on the ground. But if you figure that's 88 and that's 88, I basically get 2 shots every 3 cycles to do research with. It takes a long time. I need to start collecting the carbon dioxide to send up to my soda fountains. I thought about running the whole power grid down here, but there's plenty... That was a wacky noise. There's plenty of coal down here and other things. So I can just toss a pump in, run it off a coal generator, and call it good. So we want automation. Okay, they changed the automation menu sound. I have not heard that noise before. And we want a... Yeah, we'll put it right there. Not gate. And gate. Oh, that's not gonna work. And end gate. There we go. That'll work. And I need a place to put the carbon dioxide, and I'm thinking this area right in here looks fantastic. Get to work, dupes. I'm just contemplating that my wiring is an absolute nightmare. And I know that I want steam power coming off of this, but I'm trying to think if there's a way I can drop a heavy watt wire. I just don't want to drop it through my entire base. Because once I get this built, I'm going to want some more power for it. Yeah. I'll have a think about it. There's got to be a better way of getting power around. I mean, this is obviously turning into a mess, but like each metal refinery needs a wire. I mean, I could run a heavy wire over there, but the decor debuff from it is awful, and that's already bad enough up here. Oh, need another Dreco. We're really that low on Dreco eggs? Oh, we got 100 reed fibers, so yeah, I think we're doing okay. And good God, how many are in there? There are 27 glossy Drecos. I'm good on plastic. I have all the plastic. In fact, let's upgrade some ladders. I already did that one. I mean, as annoying as Dreco farms are to set up, once they get rolling, they just crank out the stuff. Oh, good, they got this whole area dug out. I can queue up my carbon dioxide storage and then contemplate how to power it. Oh, I made my decision on power. The main grid really doesn't use very much. Pardon me while we do that. So this right here, you know, its potential load is huge, but for the most part it doesn't actually do anything. You know, it's deodorizers, it's sweepers. I mean, the main power draw is the water sieve and the pump. So I'm gonna hook that up to the fan and the filter, and then that should work out fine. And then I'll also hook that transit tube up to it so the dupes stop running on this wheel. I did hire some new dupes, and so they're allowed in here to run on this wheel whenever they're bored in order to help get their athletics up faster. Now I should, come on, let me click on things. I should have some naphtha running around. So let's do sweep only, naphtha at 7, and I think it's up here. Yes. No, that's water, that's naphtha. That's too much. That's too much. Oh, that's perfect. Let's make sure that's not going to go anywhere else. I got rid of that pitcher pump, and you are set to only polluted water. Okay, the downside to naphtha is like, it's impossible to freaking deal with. You can't freeze it into anything useful. And you can't really dump it in anything. You know, the most useful thing you can do with it is boil it and turn it into natural gas, which is annoying. But a little bit of it should be perfect for a liquid overpressure system. Assuming somebody brings it. There really was no place else for them to take that, right? I'm just checking to make sure there's no naphtha in some weird pipe somewhere. Nope, it's still here. Sweep only, naphtha. Okay, there we go. I was just curious as to why nobody, typically when they can do something, you see the cycling until somebody can do it. And when they simply can't do something, you don't get anything in this window. So that's why I was wondering if they kind of went the wrong place. That work? Yes, there is a very small amount of naphtha right there. But that will spread out. Perfect. Alright, now they need to finish the wires. Sure. I've hired a few dupes, so I'm not going to hire anybody for a little bit. Soon enough, it'll be time for more. You're there, you're there. You're waiting on plastic, which everyone's using everywhere right now. Alright, and that naphtha should spread out once these gases get out of the way. Ooh. I didn't really check on that. Does naphtha flow? We'll find out. Worst case scenario, I crack this open, I dump some more in there. But I assumed it would have flown off to the side a little bit. I don't know, I've never actually tried to use naphtha as a liquid storage. So this is also an experiment. Well, it looks like I've got my answer, and that answer is no. It does not flow. It's just going to stick there. Alright, well, let's use some water. Just connect that one too. And let's mop that up. And you. Water, sweep only. And I probably got a bottle of water up here somewhere that's the right size. I want more than 100 grams. Yeah, let's do you. Might grab that other one as well. If you have too much water, it's overpressurized, but if you don't have enough, sometimes it can get pushed off to the side. Oh, you're perfect. Yeah, there's a little bit of carbon dioxide there. Oh, they dumped in some more. That's fine. Alright, come pick up the mess, and then we'll seal it back in. I was trying to figure out how I was getting circuit overloaded. There's one little piece of regular wire right there. Let me click. And so even though all this says potential load 2, yeah. But whatever, I don't need most of these deodorizers anymore. I went and opened up my water tank so it's slightly bigger. There we go, very nice. And you we don't need. You we don't need. Okay. What'd they do, dump in too much water? Ah, son of a... Okay, here's how we're gonna fix that. We're gonna dump some out the side. Come on, come back, there you are. Alright, maybe I dumped too much out, but at this point I've messed with it too much, don't care. Alright, and that should all be nice and in a vacuum. And now carbon dioxide is coming up. And then this will filter out carbon dioxide. Everything else will get dumped. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. And until I do, it can just be put right there. Alright, now that's full. Alright. Now our soda fountains are active. Or will be once someone gets around to delivering. Oh. So Joshua was running around and he had that red bar on him. So I thought he got hit by the poke shell, but he was carrying a Draco that was hurt. I was trying to get him to go onto the triage, onto the healing bed, and I'm like, why can't I select him? It's like, oh, because the Draco is the thing that's hurt, not my dupe. Yeah, carbon dioxide is getting stored up. We're going to start digging out that area, but next I want to dig this down and get ready for some rockets. Oh, I got plenty of vertical space. And looking at the star map, this is the oil planet, which we've been to. But this guy's super close. Like, I can get there with the carbon dioxide rocket, no problem. I can probably even do some telescoping and some other stuff with that rocket. And I now should have some steel. So let me start to plan how I want that to look, and then we can start that construction. It is good having more dupes, but Stinky here is still, he's one of the original dupes. Come here, let me click on him. And so his digging skill, 25. And see, I think Mima is the next builder digger I hired, and yeah, they're not doing a whole lot yet. In fact, where are you, Vitals? You're at 14. So, yeah, just waiting on new dupes. I mean, that whole mini cycles at the beginning of the game, not hiring any dupes, just means that my original 3 are super skilled up, and my other ones, not so much. Right, where's Bubbles? You've all got your soda fountains. Where is Bubbles? There you are. Yeah, science 30. He's got 1200% research speed. Unfortunately, I'm mostly waiting on rad bolts. We're only up to 185 of this one. Alright, good. They got this dug out. Having a background is annoying. So when you have the background, the rocket exhaust can overheat things. The real question is, do I care? I mean, I've got the vertical height. Yeah, let's do it properly. I'm just afraid of melting stuff. So this will look a little bit weird, but we're going to move that up like that. As soon as the save is done. And this will be my base rocket platform, and any rocket exhaust down there doesn't matter. Do I want another dupe? You are Mole Hands, a Mole Hands digger. Oh yeah. I mean, small bladder's annoying, but who cares? Mole Hands and digging are the two you always want together. Welcome to the party. They should level up rather quickly. I mean, good God, this is my brand new dupe. And that's just what Mole Hands gets you. You can't run anywhere. I gotta wait for the pause. But yeah, you're already at 19 on dig. Alright, might have to have you run on the wheel, but I think if you're just running back and forth, you'll get there soon enough. What are you doing in there? Oh, you're grabbing plastic? Whatever. Yeah, so this would be my 3 rocket platforms, and in between them I can do... I know I want multiple gas. I don't think I need liquid. I think this method for liquid works great. So I think what I'm going to want is gas loader, gas loader, gas loader, so we can get 3 in. I think I only need 1 gas unloader. I think I want 1 liquid unloader for liquid tungsten, assuming I find it. And 1 solid unloader for returning cargo. I think that'll work. Yeah, plan ahead, so that way you know how to fit stuff in, and then it just makes your life easier in the future, even though I don't know. Obviously, these will eventually be petroleum or hydrogen rockets, but at the beginning, they can be anything. If you remember earlier, I had 18 tons of plastic. I then went and built all of these ladders and some more transit tube, and I now have 22 tons. I always forget just how crazy glossy Drecos go once you get them going. It takes a while. It's not as straightforward as making petroleum and making plastic, but good God, is it funny once it gets to this stage. Alright, first rocket is available. You know what? I'm going to build a carbon dioxide engine. I haven't built one in a while, and I think they changed the height. Oh, still got some steel left. Nice. Oh, isn't it cute? Okay. So that's a height of 10. I don't have any petroleum yet, but I should have some soon. I'm just trying to get the height comparison down so I know what rocket I want to actually build. I mean, that really does say it right there. The small petroleum engine, I think, is just the best all-around engine in the game. Yeah, you need radiation or hydrogen for the really long-distance stuff, but for most everything else, the small petroleum engine will get you basically everything you need. Now with this, I'm kind of running low on steel. I can bring an orbital module. Where's my nose cone? Why won't you let me build the nose cone? Nose cone. Oh, did they make the nose... Was the nose cone always too tall, or was it one tall before? No, I don't actually want you to build it. Alright, well, I'm going to be playing around with rockets, trying to decide what I want to do. I mean, obviously, right now I don't have any petroleum. But I'm betting a sugar engine. Here, let's swap you for that. Yeah, I'm betting a sugar engine's gonna get me over to here with a robot, and then I can have a look at it. But looking at the time, I am well past it. Thank you all very much for watching. We are pushing into the late game. Mini base is all nice and glorious. We've got high morale, we've got more dupes, we've got food. Now it is time to start thinking about space and just cranking through. Like, these last few researchers just take forever. Now, cycle 243, and I still got 120 left of this one research, and I've got one left at that level, and then the two big ones to do. It's just going to take a long time. Anyway, I hope you all have a wonderful day. Enjoy playing the game. It's a game. It's supposed to be fun. And try not to kill your dupes.